Hello, everybody, and I am being joined by Kevin Beard, the wide receivers coach for the University of Miami. And first of all, like Josh Gaddis was from the Michigan area, you're not far from it, off 75 for the Toledo. Tell me a little bit about your time with the Rockets.
Yeah, it's good times. I was there for 5 years. Really enjoyed that experience. We just won the conference championship last year, and we just really did a really good job of understanding my process. Being in the MAC, you don't get the top talent in the country. And so you have to find guys with characteristics of what you're looking for, and then you have to develop that talent. And so really got a chance to learn how to do that at a really high standard and really trying to implement that here and just try to do a good job of getting the guys better on a day-to-day basis.
So when Mario Cristobal came to you, what are your thoughts about what you could bring to the University of Miami, and why did you decide to come down here?
I definitely felt like this was home, and whenever you get an opportunity to come back home, you got to take advantage of it. Was told from a lot of people around that the wide receiver room was a dumpster fire, and you can't believe that if you're a football fan, because you know that there's talent at the University of Miami. It just has to be developed and cultivated, and I felt like I had the tools to do those things, and I'm excited and looking forward to the opportunity moving forward.
What do you know about Josh Gaddis' old system? I'm sure you probably gone ahead and looked at a little bit of tape.
I have not. It's been 100% Coach Shannon Dawson's offense. I got here 2 days before spring ball started, so I haven't had time to look at anything old.
Okay, then tell me what you have looked at new with the hand that you've been dealt.
Oh, yeah. Well, the ball gets out really quick, and the ball gets out to a lot of receivers. And so guys know that they're going to have a lot of opportunities, and all their job is to take advantage of those opportunities.
We know the University of Miami has had a history of great wide receivers. Do you ever hear from any of the alumni at all? Michael Irvin certainly is one of them, and I'm sure the list goes on. And what do they try to tell you to encourage you?
Well, I still stay in touch with a lot of guys. I played here at Miami, so I know a lot of those guys. We communicate a lot. But since I've gotten back, everybody's been excited that I'm back. They know that I'm going to try to instill into these young men what was instilled into me. And I think that's the biggest take from it all, because that's the process. You are to give back to what was given to you, and when you know how to do that, you can recreate the culture that was built before and bring this thing back to where it's supposed to be.
Well, if that's the case, why then go ahead and recollect on your times playing for the University of Miami.
From 99 to 03.
Yeah.
Won the national championship in 2001. I was a leader on the 2003 college football team. Won the Orange Bowl championship, and just thirdly received one of the greatest college football team ever in 2001, and just really enjoyed my experience.
What impressed you about that coaching staff?
Developers of talent. That's the biggest thing that I learned from my experience here. Santana Moss had 8 catches his senior year in high school. He left here 4 years later as a first-round draft pick. Reggie Wayne wasn't a 5-star, but his work ethic and his hard work put him in position to do that, but he had to have some type of tutelage and instructions given to him by Curtis Johnson. And so that's what I saw. There were 7 head coaches, assistant coaches that went on to be head coaches later on in their career because of the direction of Butch Davis, and you can tell that they were developed, because now when they got to the NFL, the dominance continued.
So it sounds like to me Butch Davis developed the talent, and Larry Coker obviously got the championship. Is that correct?
Larry Coker did his job as well, but Butch Davis really did put it together. He assembled the staff, and what happened when he left was there was a mindset of, hey, no need to change anything, keep everything the same, and we went on to win the championship that year.
What kind of potential do you see with this wide receivers group?
I see a lot of potential. I'm not the type of coach that tries to put a limit on where we can be. My job is to get these guys to come out here on a day-to-day basis and play and take every rep like it's a championship rep. So when the games come, they take advantage of the opportunities, and we win games, and they have success individually as well.
And 2 more questions. How would you assess the quarterback room that you've been dealt?
Very, very high ceiling. Learning the offense on a day-to-day basis, doing a really good job communicating with the receivers. They do a really good job talking to them to come out and do extra work. And so I think when you have the communication like that, you get on the same page, things can be special.
Well, I mean, you have 2 ironically different quarterbacks, and Tyler Van Dyke and Ja'Cory Brown, so that obviously adds a bit of a dimension.
Absolutely. And I think everybody's set up to, geared up to attack their strengths. And so everybody's job is to develop. So whatever you're not good at, do everything in your power to develop those weaknesses to make them your strengths.
Well, and the last thing I'll say, and I will say this is the last thing, it was Mario Cristobal being a homecoming. I'm sure it makes you feel equally as good, Coach Beard, that, you know, you have a lot of old Miami people that believe in you that can actually work together towards getting to you to where we know it's capable of being. What do you expect this year?
Again, I don't put any limits. I don't put any numbers to it. I expect our guys to go out on a week-to-week basis, matter of fact, on a day-to-day basis, and practice and take every rep like it's a championship rep. So when the championship comes, they feel like they've been here, they've done it, and it'll be just like every other game.
Well, you've tasted it. Now it's time to taste it again. Thank you very much, Coach Beard. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
No doubt.